Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have an exciting day with the Maharaj Kumar of Mewar of Udaipur, Sri Lakhraj Singh, and it will be in hope will be having an exciting evening today. So this will be a formal discussion regarding the hospitality journey of Maharaj Kumar Saab. So as we progress, we'll be inviting Maharaj Kumar for this informal discussion. So now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Maharaj Kumar, Sri Lakhraj Singh from Udaipur. Welcome, sir. Sir, it's a real pleasure to have you on this informal discussion. And this discussion is purely on the hospitality angle, nothing else. And
something I don't know much about.
We have some sweet and spicy questions for you, Kumar Saab.
Been looking a little bit more human, unlike all of you professionals out there.
So we have some sweet and spicy questions, so which will make it more tasty.
Wonderful.
Maharaj Kumar, being in the Institute of Hotel Management, the coat and blazer are this skin of ours, and the same coat becomes the skin of the Seb Bhatti. So these are our identities. So we can't escape from this.
That is true. I agree with you.
Just we wanted to have you you belong to such a powerful dynasty in the history of Bharat, I would like to say, not even India. So generally what we see and what we have studied, what we have observed is that, and we have studied in the history books, the Maharajas are generally the big connoisseurs of hospitality, and hospitality probably started from the Maharajas and all. And you are one of the strongest, person in the contemporary society to inherit those qualities. And how do you feel in the contemporary society to be a part of your to lead the HRH group, which is dealing a lot of in hospitality? And how do you find the hospitality scenario in present situation?
That's a power-loaded, completely heavy-duty loaded question. I thought Chef said it's going to be sweet and a little bit spicy. This is completely a powerhouse of all questions. I thought we all had an understanding before that only easy questions are going to be asked. You have already gone off syllabus from the first question.
Maharaj Saab, sweet is always start with the last.
Wonderful.
So Maharaj Saab, this is coming from the principal, so you could expect those power-loaded questions from.
I know. That was one office or one. मतलब जिस दफ्तर से मतलब हमारे को शायद हमारे घर वालों से ज्यादा खौफ अगर किसी चीज का था तो उस दफ्तर का था. एक बार अगर कोई ये बोले कि पिता से बात कर ले या माता से बात कर ले तो वो फिर भी हजम हो जाती थी. मैं बोले कि प्रिंसिपल के पास चलो तो हम लोग सब कुछ. So I completely relate to it. That was the last office did I ever want to visit, even for good things or otherwise. A space and place in your university, college, or your school you did not want to visit, but I'm glad. But yes, absolutely and totally what was expected. But what I will say in this context is the fact that as far as hospitality is concerned, I will give a lovely fact from my day of first day in class in university of my hospitality school. So, and our first class, Ittefaq se bhi, was a F&B class. And the professor walked into the class, came in. We were about 11 or 12 members in the class. That was a complete class that was there. And उन्होंने इस चीज की शुरुआत आगाज जो है वो इसी हिसाब से करी. उन्होंने सबसे पहले बोला कि alright, everybody got themselves introduced. They said, okay, fine, which nationality? There were over 35 nationalities on campus. So, which was quite fascinating. तो उन्होंने सबके उन 11 लोग जो बैठे हुए थे क्लास में उनसे पूछा कि आप कौन कहाँ से हैं. So we all answered. They all answered according to where we came from. So I said India. So and I was the last person backbencher always in my life. So I always enjoyed those spaces. So I was the last person to answer. And in which the professor said, okay, fine. The Indian student in the class does not need to pay any attention for the first 5 minutes of the class. तो मेरे को बड़ा अजीब लगा. मैंने कहा कि ये बड़ी अटपटी बात है. मैंने कहा पहले 5 मिनट तक ध्यान देने की जरूरत नहीं. मैंने कहा वैसे हम पूरे 30 मिनट तक ध्यान देने वालों में से नहीं है, पर मैंने कहा कि ये पहले 5 मिनट तक नहीं ध्यान देने वाला राज क्या है. So he said, I will begin by teaching everybody how to smile. And the only person who did not have to pay attention in class was the Indian student. So the fact of the matter is that the idea that hospitality, as far as Indians are concerned, is a part of our DNA, is a part of our culture, is a part of our personality, is a part of our blood. So he said the only person I do not need to teach how to smile genuinely is going to be the Indian student in our class. So as far as we are all concerned, I think the beauty of it is the fact that we can go out of India, but India cannot go out of us. Or we can go out of Bharat, but Bharat cannot go out of us. So I think more than us, that was being recognized by others who were present there. कि एक भारतीय को जो है वो संस्कृति या सीखना या तहजीब या तमीज या मुस्कुराना या अतिथि देवो भाव के वो जो भाव हैं उसको सिखाने की जरूरत नहीं. So I think that is something has gone beyond boundaries, and I was certainly tucked away in one corner of the world, which was Australia. So it wasn't as if it was the closest country in the world. So if this is something that is traveling to that corner of our earth or of our planet, it's certainly percolating everywhere else. So I would not say that hospitality is restricted to a certain community or a certain type of people or certain strata of people. I think hospitality exists in every Indian, starting from north to south and east to west. And I think that is what we are really proud of. And that is what I was representing when I was 18 or 20 years old and when I was in Australia. So this was one thing that stood out, was to be proud of my identity, being an Indian, being a Bharatiya. So that is what I would say to the first quotient of your question. And the second quotient of your question about the fact that what is happening now, I really wish I was a fortune teller. You know, I really, at this point in time, I wish that I had special powers. लोग हमेशा ये पूछते हैं कि if you had one super power, what would it be? अब मेरे को समझ में आया है 17 महीने के अंदर कि if there was a super power that I ever wanted, would have been the fact to be able to see the future. But in this current scenario, what is going to happen, how it is going to unfold, when it is going to happen, is absolutely something that is not known to man at all. I think the fact is that we are faced with tougher times, and the one thing is certain is that the tougher times will pass, but tough people will stay. So what is more important at this point in time is for us to be solid, for us to be tough, because tough times are temporary. Tougher people will remain for a longer period of time. So that is the only thing that comes to my mind as far as what is happening in our current scenario. Nobody expected a second wave to come. Nobody expected a second wave to come, that too as strong as it did. Now we don't know as far as the third wave is concerned or what is going to happen, if it is going to come, not what, stronger, and all of that. So it's really complicated to be able to answer these questions, and especially in our industry and the aviation industry, which are, I think, very much hand in glove, is very difficult. But we are really hoping for the best. We are trying to take each day as it comes, keep our motivation and morale really high, keep the staff and everybody else really as happy as one can, and make sure that we adjust our sails according to where the wind is at this point.
Yes,
I hope that answers the question.
Yes, sir. Very much. So then you have a number of quality hotels under HRH belt.
I didn't know if I did, but now I do after the principal gives the certificate.
And you have one of the Grand Heritage Hotel also.
Ji.
And few other quality hotels you have. So what I have observed in many heritage hotels, that they find it very difficult to maintain. So each part of the hotel, needs a lot of minute care. Be it is engineering, be it cleaning, housekeeping. So I am sure you might have been doing a lot of efforts in that scene. So Anything special you do there for this mentor?
देखिए सर, मतलब in all factuality and honestly, what I would really like to say कि heritage hospitality थोड़े टाइम पहले तक एक बहाने की hospitality, it was an hospitality of excuses, which is now coming to change, which is what the beauty of it is. So heritage hospitality does not mean or equal to bad hospitality, which was earlier being used as a great excuse. And the best example of this was running hot water. अब जब आदमी रनिंग हॉट वाटर बोलता था तो लिटरली 2 बाल्टियां हाथ में लेके गर्म पानी की आदमी दौड़ता था. तो अब जो है, और वो एसोसिएशन या सोच जो थी वो हेरिटेज हॉस्पिटैलिटी के साथ में एसोसिएटेड थी. अरे गर्म पानी, अरे वहां नहीं मिलता है. एसी, अरे अच्छा वहां नहीं चलते हैं. You know, that was something that was people, they were convinced about that is going to be. So heritage hospitality, firstly, I would like to clarify very straightforwardly and like to say that it is not an excuse or an example of bad hospitality. Heritage hospitality should be something that where you are celebrating your heritage and not giving your heritage as an excuse. मतलब वो बहाने की जो है वो हॉस्पिटैलिटी नहीं होनी चाहिए कि सर आप कल सुबह असाइनमेंट क्यों नहीं सबमिट कर सके, क्योंकि सर मेरा रात को मेरे को नींद आ गई और मेरा सर जो है वो डिलीट बटन पे प्रेस हो गया तो वो पूरा असाइनमेंट डिलीट हो गया. यू नो, सो इट साउंड समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो दैट इज नॉट द हॉस्पिटैलिटी दैट वी आर इनटू. We are really here to be able to be proud of our heritage, proud of our culture, proud of our tradition. Yes, no doubt about it, at the end of the day, that these are slightly more complex situations than a normal building. But at the end of the day, which side of the coin do you not have problems in? Even if you build a new building, there are problems. If you have an old building, there are problems. The nature of problems may be different, but problems nevertheless.
Right.
So the idea is to be able to encounter that issue. And I have always been a firm believer of one philosophy, that the idea is not to go through life. The idea is to grow through life. So that growth and development will only come if you are opening your eyes and not just going without thinking like a horse, keeping your eyes straight and just walking through certain things. But we have to make sure that we grow through certain things. So hospitality is such a segment in our culture that we are born and brought up with. Every house, as far as I'm concerned, in India is hospitality. Every house somewhere or the other has a guest room or a concept of a guest room. कि कल को रिश्तेदार आ गए, कोई मेहमान आ गया, या पापा का या मम्मी का कोई मिलने वाला आ गया या दोस्त आ गया, तो वो कहाँ ठहरेंगे. तो बच्चा जो है वो वेटर का काम भी करता है, वो जो है वो अंकल को पानी पिलाने का काम भी करता है, मम्मी जो है वो कुक का काम भी करती है, पापा जो है वो होस्ट का काम भी करता है. तो रिसेप्शन भी हो जाता है, हाउसकीपिंग भी हो जाती है, F&B भी हो जाती है, रिजर्वेशंस भी हो जाता है, विदाउट रियलाइजिंग in a very modular environment, that entire thing just completely takes over. So your house is first your space of being able
learning ground.
Right.
Exactly. So it is something that is looking after people. And now if it is 100 years old or 400 years old or 500 years old, it comes with its own set of advantages and it comes with a set of disadvantages. Now I will steal a line from my grandfather, who used to say, for example, everybody knows now the world famous Lake Palace Hotel. So he never used to say the year it was actually built in. The statement that he always mentioned was the fact that these palaces were built and lived in before America was discovered.
Oh.
So
yeah, I think that's a wonderful statement. And all these heritage palaces that you manage, so those are the properties which were like made like hundreds and hundreds of years before and still up and shining, and people come to see those palaces and to feel the royalty in it.
Are ranking in the top 10 hotels of the world constantly in some list or the other. Either the destination or the hotel is somewhere in the top 10 or the top 15 hotels of the world. So therefore, as a destination also gets publicized. Recently, 3 weeks ago, National Geographic took out 8 destinations for people to travel, and Udaipur was the only city from India. So the fact of the matter is, now there are 3 hotels of the world that come from Udaipur. The 3 top, one of them being the Lake Palace, and there are 2 more hotels. Now they are also coming from Udaipur. They have all ranked in the top 10 hotels of the world or number 1 hotels of the world, specifically on the number 1 position of the world. Now Udaipur, being a one-horse town, is giving 3 hotels that rank at the number 1 position of all hotels in the world. So basically, heritage hospitality is not only setting the benchmark of what is happening in the rest of the world, but right under your nose, you are creating history.
Right.
Yeah, and
That is the idea, to be able to provide to your customer, be it soft services or be it physical services. The idea is to firstly make sure that it is something that people treasure, because at the end of the day, the intangible is what they are going to take back, and that is what we want them to do. And
Right.
at the end of the day, it is mouth publicity that is going to bring us more publicity, and Heritage Hospitality stands for celebrating heritage rather than excuse heritage.
Right. Right.
I hope.
and
Yeah, very much. Maharaj Kumar, just I heard that you are a great connoisseur or fond of non-vegetarian food.
Ji.
Can you give some 2-3 names of your favorite non-vegetarian dishes that you release maximum, and especially from the land of Rajasthan?
Gee, certainly. One would not surprise you. I come from the land of Mewar. I come from southern Rajasthan. So obviously, lal mas in the local manner that it is actually made is certainly something that we are all very fond of. We obviously quite enjoy that as well. So that is certainly one thing that is really, really close, something that is enjoyed by all of us. The same, taking that forward, I'm quite fond of mint. So I quite like keema as well. So that is also something that is prepared in the local form, which is also something which is very close. There are other things that are the sulas, which are made more as heavy snacks as well, are also. But that is a completely different cut of meat that exists, and prepared also very differently and very uniquely. So those are certain things. And believe it or not, the fourth thing, which is also very, very close to my heart, I do quite enjoy, and coming from Rajasthan would obviously very much surprise you, is fish. So we like our local fish, and believe it or not, at one point in time we used to export fish to Calcutta. Believe it or not. So freshwater fish, the sweetwater fish, that one of the best fish that came out was from Udaipur. And people would be shocked and wondering कि अरे भाई तुम उधर रेगिस्तान में रहने वाले लोग मच्छी की कहाँ मतलब रेत में भी मच्छी होती है क्या? So not realizing that we are a city of lakes surrounded in the lap of the Aravallis, where it is absolutely lush green. We are sitting right in the middle, जैसे कि कोई अपनी माँ की आगोश में या माँ की गोद में कोई बैठा हुआ हो.
गोद में बैठे हैं.
That is the situation that we are surrounded by the Aravallis, and a city of lakes which has one lake after the other. So those beautiful fish that are there at this point in time is something also that I quite enjoy. Jay.
Do you enjoy vegetarian food too?
Absolutely. I very much like, so as a family on Mondays, we are vegetarians. So those are the days that we experiment and keep alive the tradition and history, as well as our vegetarian food is concerned of the local land. All other parts of Rajasthan have their own vegetarian food, but here also we have our food as well, which we are really, really happy and proud of.
Maharaj Kumar, just one thing which worries me, being a technical person, is that nowadays in the contemporary society, and probably it may little bit sound different to say bhatti also, because in the name of creativity or innovation, people do many things, and whereby they lose a little bit of the authenticity of the original dishes. We talked about the local dishes. So do you have a thing that we should maintain the authenticity of the local dishes?
No, I definitely am a firm believer of it. I don't believe in bastardization of food. It's not something that I am a firm believer of. I am a very whereas I have been in Australia, which is a very new world as far as fusion confusion is concerned. That's how I like to say it, which is a very new world of food, of mixture of spices, which is great. But if something traditional that is there, I certainly feel that it's what to do is not so much the point of what not to do or what not to put is so much the point. It's certainly something that I like to believe in. And traditional things, certain things are not meant to be touched and poked and prodded too much beyond a certain point. Now they are sacred, reached a certain point. Now, for example, dal bati. Now those are not experimental dishes. These dishes is not something that you experiment. ठीक है, कर लिया, but it's not something that is sustainable. Now lal mas. These are all exceptional dishes that इनके साथ में छेड़छाड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए. You know, I'm not a firm believer. And if you really wish to do something, then create your own dish. If you want to do something unique, nobody is saying to not be creative. But I certainly don't feel that tampering with the originality is something sensible to do, because there is not only as far, curatorial as far as food is concerned, but it's scientific. There is a logic behind it. It has medicinal impacts on your body. Now, these are things that one has to be very, very careful about. Now, there are certain ingredients that match well with certain ingredients, and certain other ingredients with other ingredients is poison. And sometimes not having that sense can lead to a lot of disaster. Now, for example, small things like not using the right metal to cook your food. You could be cooking poison if you're cooking in aluminium.
Right.
Right? So those are the sort of things that one has to be. क्यों पहले मिट्टी के घड़ों के अंदर लोग पकाते थे? It's not because of poverty. There was logical reason to cook in mud. Why did they cook in brass? Why did they cook in copper?
Correct.
Why did
I think नहीं महाराज साहब, ये बहुत ही बढ़िया आपने बताया कि there are certain dishes which are close to the roots and they have their historic reasons how they are made, why they are made, and what goes along with it, and what are the ingredients used into those dishes. So that's why those are popular from ages.
Correct. And that is why
And they have the emotional touch also.
Yeah,
So it's
there's
a lot of emotions connected to those dishes.
Absolutely. And they stood the test in time, more importantly. So those are the certain things that, it's nice, people can experiment, it's a free this thing, but just because you have the freedom does not mean that you have the license. Just because you have the license to drive, that does not mean that you can go and kill somebody tomorrow on the road for an accident. Right? You're given a license to drive a car, not to be able to go and kill someone. The same way, if you are a cook or a chef or somebody who's passionate about food, that does not mean that you start mixing and matching things because you can do so, like in a lab.
Right.
That sense of respect, I think, is very, very important. More than anything else, it's about respect.
Right.
In my humble opinion, I hope that answers the question.
Sir, you have been a student of hospitality, and right now we have there are many hospitality institutes which have come up, and definitely your words will be very encouraging to our students also, who will be seeing you as a model for following to preserve the authenticity of the dishes. Nowadays, the young mass, we know, in the name of creativity, they do something which loses, like I have seen somewhere, like the garlic chocolate and chana pindi pizza. So in India, probably they lose all authenticity when the external dishes arrive in India. They customize everything. So your words are definitely going to be heard very carefully about our students to keep the authenticity of the regional dishes. Thank you very much for this, your opinion.
No, thank you.
Then, for our students of hospitality, what your one or two line of advice will be there? What are they are supposed to follow? Because we tell them to maintain grooming, discipline, learning attitude, to care for the values of the society, and when you deal with the hospitality. So what will be your message for the students of hospitality? Because I'm asking you because you have been students of hospitality.
No, fair enough, sir. No, I will also answer that previous question about authenticity and the thing. Firstly, I don't believe in giving advices. That's not me. My first advice is that not to give advice. So I'm not going to go against my own law or my principle. But the fact of the matter is that yes, suggestions are always there, thoughts are always there. But ये लोग जो एडवाइस वाली जो है वो हिंदुस्तान में दूसरी सबसे सस्ती चीज है, is advice and advice. तो I feel कि वो बहुत easily और बहुत commonly इस देश के अंदर जो है वो it's available. So that I will leave that best to them, and उनको मैंने एक रायचंद की श्रेणी में डाल रखा है, तो वो सबसे अच्छा काम वो लोग करते हैं, तो उन लोगों से महफूज भी रहना चाहिए, बच के भी रहना चाहिए. But what I will certainly say is I will answer this question differently through a metaphor of what our culture has to say. Is fusion confusion good to know and learn, and creativity great to know? I'm sure it is. I am not against it.
Right.
One thing that we need to understand is the fact that these are decisions that we need to make on our own self and through our own conscience, and not blame somebody else. So the same way I say that is creativity great, is creativity to be explored, is it a journey to be taken? I'm sure by all means. And I'm not somebody who stands against it. A new world food exists, new world wines exist, and out of them some of the things are absolutely fantastic and they are great, but not at the cost of forgetting your own culture and forgetting your own roots. So I have a small example that comes to my mind. Like, for example, if we take an example out of tradition and culture and history and language, for example, the English language begins with the alphabet A and ends with the alphabet Z. So it begins with apple and ends with Z for zero. It begins with A for an apple and ends with Z for a zero. Our own language, the language of India, Bharat, that we all speak in, what you call, it begins at A for Anpad and ends at G for Gyani. So that is the journey that we have to take. So whatever that they may do in their life, what they have to understand that they may very easily go to the journey of A from apple to Z to zero, which is absolutely fine because it exists. But at the same time, don't give up the fact that आपने अनपढ़ से शुरू किया, ग फिर ज्ञानी पर जाके आपने खत्म किया. वो सफर को तय करना बहुत जरूरी है, वो डिसीजन और वो निर्णय लेना स्वयं को खुद को वो ज्यादा जरूरी है. So you need to have that competence of being able to take that decision.
Right.
That is the strength of our culture. पश्चिम पे तो जाकर जो है वो सूरज की जो है everybody is running towards the west.
Right.
Where that is somewhere where even the sun also goes and sets. We are sitting in the east where the sun rises. So let's be true to our spirit. Let's be true to our culture. Not the fact that it's something that is the end, because it is going to be another beginning the next day. But that is the differentiation and the strength of our space and land is what we really need to begin to recognize. Is the message that I have for the young mind.
So yes, that's a great message for our students. And hopefully for the
principal sir, I think I can just add something to what Maharaj Sahab has said. So India is, I think, the backbenchers in terms of adapting the new things, and we are more close to our family and we are more close to our roots. तो हम मेरे ख्याल से पश्चिमी देशों के मुकाबले काफी पीछे हैं, जो हमारे लिए अच्छा है, और हम बहुत जल्दी ही पलट गए वापस रूट्स की तरफ जाने के लिए. हिंदुस्तान की ये बहुत अच्छी खासियत है कि जो वापस से वी आर गोइंग बैक टू द रूट्स एंड वी हैव अंडरस्टूड इन ए वेरी अर्ली स्टेज कि भाई बेसिक्स हमारे लिए जरूरी है, एंड जो हमारे रूट्स हैं, कल्चर है, वैल्यू, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट देन बीइंग वेस्टर्नाइज्ड.
जी दैट इज ट्रू.
Sir, I have been advocating for a cause of a regional food museum. So
lovely. Great idea.
So in future, probably I'll be seeking your help and guidance in this matter.
No, I'll be more than happy to be of any support that I can. It will be a pleasure. I will also get to grow in life through associating with that cause, and it will certainly be a pleasure to. Soon I will send you my CV as well, in case if there is a opportunity to be able to take a class on some hospitality. I will send you my authentic certificates of my university. Perhaps with the way the industry per se is going, I'm sure your school and university will certainly do better. So I will certainly send across my resume with the right references.
Definitely, I was actually about to request you to. Whenever the corona subsidies and reduces, so definitely we will have a function and we will invite you to address the student. And because basically I have been in Ahmedabad for last 10 years, but I have been watching the evolution of Gujarati food, so that when I go and inquire what was the Gujarati food like 50 years back,
Correct.
So
Correct.
people do not have those real answer for this thing. Now you can see in Gujarati thali there is a Punjabi curry also is
But yes, yes, yes,
existing.
yes,
So
yes.
we are losing the authenticity and everything. So we need to
At the
have,
cost of forgetting our own original roots,
yeah,
which is what is disturbing the
correct.
element in my life.
So, Maharaj Kumar Sahab, definitely I'll be seeking your cooperation and help and
I'll be
guidance
very
in
happy.
everything.
Sure, thank you so
So
much.
even it should be for the every state I am talking of. Even it should be in Rajasthan also, so
Ji.
that Rajasthani, these are the heritage. When we talk of heritage, like we have climate, culture, cuisine, and costumes. These are the four integral part of our heritage. So we need to preserve them, and cuisine is a very popular item that we'll be dealing with. So this is definitely I'll come back to. And Chef Bhatti, would you like to have some your commercial things in the food preparation and all? Chef Bhatti.
No, definitely. No, I think till now we have got the straight दिल से सीधी बातें सुनी हमने और बिल्कुल कोई फॉर्मल नहीं, कोई आर्टिफिशियल कोई इनपुट्स नहीं थे. बहुत बढ़िया डिस्कशन चल रही है महाराज कुमार साहब. तो जैसा मैं देखता हूँ 1559 से when the Udaipur was made around the lake. So since then, and your family and you people are preserving the lakes and palaces around, and that is one of the biggest thing that your dynasty can give to the society and public at large. And I think जैसा आपने बताया कि जो palaces हैं या जो hotels हैं, so जिसमें जो guest आते हैं, so they take the memories. And to preserve that, जैसे principal साहब ने भी बताया कि to preserve the palaces and to make look like as a brand new property. So you people have done a great job in that. So जो legacy है आपकी साथ में, तो मैं ये समझना चाह रहा हूँ कि ऐसे कौन से जो आपके मनपसंद dishes हैं, जो आप चाहेंगे कि वो dishes और आगे popular हों और जो global platform पे आएं. राजस्थान ने बहुत कुछ दिया है पूरे विश्व को, बट अभी भी बहुत छुपा हुआ खजाना है राजस्थान में जो विश्व को देखना है. और culinary heritage का भी.
There's no doubt about it. So, for example, like the other dishes that I mentioned, which I'm sure must be a little bit more popular. So those are the certain dishes that I certainly feel can do better and reach greater heights. Apart from that, simple things like papad ki sabji. Now those are something. There are so many breads that are synonymous to our part of the world. So from thotdi to bajra to all of that are certain breads that can be taken ahead also. So these are certain things that are not as known to the outside world and are the hidden treasures, but should deserve better and more. Apart from just the authentic dishes like dal bati or lal mas or keema or sula, or these are still there. Now you talk about a Punjabi curry. I say khata from here also is something which is made in various parts of the world. Like your part of the world would make it really thin and without the pakodas. Mewar is the place where the khatas are thicker and with the pakoda. So no, these are certain things that are not out there so much, which I certainly feel has the capability and the competence to be taken forward.
No, and also the weather conditions in Rajasthan, so that has been so harsh from centuries. So the food that has been prepared and made has lot of value and health benefits in it. और जो हम Western में, I think we are using more of refined flours and all those things. So in Rajasthan, like since ages, we have been using multi-grain, 7-8 types of grain in every household. हर घर में 6-7 तरह का अनाज होता है, उसी की रोटियां बनती हैं, उसी से ही डिशेस बनती हैं, और now people are calling that superfood. और जो दादी नानी जो बना के खिलाती थी, वो superfood था. People have to realize that.
Correct. Absolutely.
जी. So महाराज साहब, एक और चीज मुझे पूछनी थी. You have been a cricket player yourself, and you have lot of interest in sports.
जी.
So how do you manage that in hospitality? Do you use some traits of sports into hospitality to make it more interesting and energizing?
Oh, interesting point. देखिए, ये it's something that is a part of your own life, and you are very happy. Like we have a small space or a ground right where I have my workspace as well. So people, guests, staff are all most welcome to come in and join. So it's something that is right out there, and people can what to call come in and join. So the idea is it's what we call it technically more a team building exercise now. So these are certain things that we have been doing for a long time, not knowing. It's just because everybody who wakes up or grows up together. So you are like a family, and इन चीजों को एक अलग मुकाम, नाम, दर्जा देके इस काम को करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. If people who are there apart, so if you're playing cricket, then you're playing cricket with whoever is around you. There's somebody who's a cook, or somebody who's serving, or somebody who's in house. They all come together. And if there's a guest who's passing by and they are there and interested in all of that, they are also most welcome to come in and join. So that way, sports has been a great integral part. And then after that, जो खाना पीना उसके बाद में होता है, सबको थकान होती है, छाछ पीनी है, नींबू पानी पीना है, केरी पानी पीना है, कि शरबत पीना है, कि क्या सारी चीजें हो रही है. So that also right around it also kind of envelopes the entire thing really really well. And ये सारी चीजें जो है वो बिना सोचे समझे हो जाती हैं, कहनी नहीं पड़ती कि अब अच्छा इस चीज को इंतजाम करो. That is a part of your DNA culture, that the drum will come, there will be certain things to have, snacks will be there, some things to eat will be there. So so those are very much complementary to that particular space.
I totally agree to your point. You earlier said that जैसे हम घर में अगर मेहमान आता है, तो अगर हम घर में 4 लोग हैं, तो we divide our roles and we play all different roles to give a complete experience. And similarly, sports brings together the whole team.
Correct.
And
correct.
I think in a modern world, we can say कि जो management gurus हैं, they take these as examples to show the things in a very fancy way, जो हम आम रोजमर्रा के काम में करते हैं.
अपन ने इसको सोची समझी साजिश के तहत नहीं किया था. इसको मन कर गया तो कर लिया. खेल रहे हैं, खाली बैठे, कोई कुछ नहीं कर रहा है, आके खेल लिए. उसके अंदर कोई दिमाग, अच्छा टीम बिल्ड करने के लिए जाना है तो आज हम ये करेंगे और ऐसा सोचेंगे और उसके साथ ये करेंगे. इतना दिमाग खपाने के लिए इतना वक्त भी नहीं है. इससे अच्छा जाओ, बाहर जाओ, जो करना है करो, खेलो कूदो, वापस आओ. तो क्या है कि उसी में जो है वो वक्त हो जाता है. So and that's how it comes and naturally flows. That's the idea for things to come together.
Right.
No, I think that also brings the motivation, and especially during this last 1.5 year. So motivation was one thing which was much required from top to bottom. And being together was the biggest thing that could happen in these times to come out of this situation.
Correct. That's right.
Ji.
So,
and Maharaj Sahab, you have been associated with many social causes in Rajasthan and across India. So you have done a lot of things during the COVID period and even before the COVID period. And you have put across some world records also in terms of plantation and all those things.
Correct.
So how do you work out all those things in terms of your CSR activities and handling those things as a person?
वापस वही वाली बात आ जाती है. आज हमने इन सारी चीजों को बहुत फैंसी नाम दे दिए हैं और सारी चीजें कर ली हैं. तो these are things that have been coming from generations. These are not something that is new to us. It's not synonymous of the new era. It is something that has been coming from an age-old century. So ये ऐसी चीजें हैं जो बिना सोचे समझे होती हैं. ठीक है, आज सोशल मीडिया हो गई, मीडिया हो गया, तो इन चीजों की असर और पेनिट्रेशनल वैल्यू ज्यादा हो गई है. मतलब ये लोगों तक ज्यादा पहुंचती है. पर मैं ये मानता हूँ कि जो चीजें अपने आप से की जाती हैं वो ज्यादा बेहतर होती है. बट टुडे फॉर सम स्ट्रेंज रीजन यू हैव टू पुट सर्टेन थिंग्स आउट देयर for people to know that you may be doing something. So the idea is to put that 2% out there or 5% out there as compared to the other 95% that you may be doing. So
I totally believe your point, and I think whatever we have learned in the history that पहले जैसे धर्मशाला बनवाते थे या प्याऊ लगवाते थे या रास्ते में बगीचे लगवाते थे,
जी
So that was the whole purpose to give to the society and to make a better place to live.
करेक्ट अब उसको जताओ बताओ करो, सोशल मीडिया ट्रायल्स करवाओ उन चीजों के ऊपर. So those are not certain things that I'm happy about, but yes, I'd like to put it out there in that new world way. Yes, if it encourages somebody, if it motivates somebody to put it out there in the amount, जितना नमक खाने के अंदर जरूरत होती है, बस मैं इस चीज को यही मानता हूँ कि इन चीजों को भी उतना ही बाहर लाना चाहिए जितने को अपन नमक को एक डिश के अंदर या एक कढ़ाई के अंदर जितना डालेंगे उतना ही जो है इस चीज को करना चाहिए. बाकी का जो खाना है उसको जो है उसको जहां है वहीं रहने देना चाहिए, उसी भगोने को जाके रख देना चाहिए, बनिस्पत की उसके बारे में बात करना और बखान करना. मैं इतना ही सोचता हूँ कि इट इज मच बेटर टू यूज इट एज अ पिंच ऑफ सॉल्ट टू मोटिवेट समबडी टू लिफ्ट द स्पिरिट, बिकॉज दैट इज हाउ मच इट इज रिक्वायर्ड. So it's not about the quantum of what it is, but it is about motivating, energizing, uplifting spirit, inspiring is what the idea and the intention is.
Yeah, I think these are wonderful initiatives, and in today's generation, I think this becomes the motivator and trigger to do good things.
जी, but idea is a record for a cause more than anything else.
Maharaj Sahab, your words are very inspiring and directly dil se, and which we have observed very much, and we have felt it within our heart that you have spoken directly, and we liked it very much, and hope that we'll be having contact with you in future for this greater cause of the development of hospitality sector.
Thank you so much.
And hope you keep a good health, keep motivating keep motivating everybody, and wishing you a very good future, and we'll be connecting you in future for all the great causes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a great pleasure in talking to you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj Sahab.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you.